All right, the next objection now in the moral argument that I want to discuss is the evolution objection. This is kind of the obvious go-to answer for a lot of atheists. Well, where does morality come from? Well, it evolved, over time. We kind of got this notion that we should act in accord in a way that benefits the species kind of thing. And obviously it would go something like this. Morality just comes from evolution. We are genetically directed to act with compassion towards others, and because it benefits our species. And this is a very common way for atheists and secularists to try to account for morality. But the problem with it is that if that's all there is, then there is no moral obligation at all. This is what we've been really arguing the whole time. How can someone, in this case, right, how can someone be morally obligated to just random chance forces of nature? It doesn't really make any sense. I mean, imagine if you had a Scrabble box in your shelf in your room, right? A Scrabble box, and you try to pull it off, and it falls off, and by chance it spells out, the letters spill out, and by chance it spells out be good, don't do bad things, or something like that. Well, it would be crazy to think that, I'm obligated now to these chance forces of the Scrabble letters forming this some kind of moral command. I put command in scare quotes there because it's not really a command at all, you see. Chance forces can't even make commands. These unintelligent, random, accidental forces of nature, they aren't the kinds of things that can even issue commands. Even if it did result in the Scrabble letters, forming some kind of moral command like that, that's not really a moral command at all, and it can be justifiably ignored. Well, and the same can go for the blind chance formation of DNA too. You see, it's the same kind of thing here. Just because a man may be very grateful that his DNA got him here and all these evolutionary forces occurred, there's no good reason to think that he's bound to follow the chance forces that produced his DNA. That is just simply absurd. So this atheistic evolution objection, the trying to ground morality in the chance forces that produced DNA or that produced the evolutionary situation that we have here, this claim is clearly, I think, an inadequate explanation of moral obligation.